The next thing we would like to texture is the book. In this case we want to work a little more accurately. The book is built really simple. I made a simple cube and project the right textures on each side. You see that I have prepared the textures in Photoshop. I have cut out the right parts and sampled them in a single picture. Saved it as texture and load this picture into a trueSpace. In trueSpace I loaded a cubic map and edited it manually. That means that I have allocated the single parts of the picture to each side of the cube. This action is pretty easy and you can see how I did it in another chapter. So when you take a look at it, it already looks quite okay. But it is missing the organic impression of an old book, this used look, the book being slightly open and so on. To reach this effect you need to give the picture some more information than they supply now. Also we have to adjust the form of the cube. I have already prepared that in advance. This is no tutorial for modeling, so just a short statement what I have done with the mesh. I have quad divided the cube and pushed it in a few edges. And on this adjusted mesh I project my textures. That's a little trickier but takes maybe 20 minutes if you already have a little practice in modeling and using the UV editor. Back in Photoshop I created a bump map out of my book parts so the scratches and edges show well. Then I created a shininess map. The pages are matte and the cover is a little shiny. Also I've made a reflection map. The white parts you see have no reflection. The black parts have. These layers I have also projected onto my book. The rendering shows the difference between both books. The white one looks way more organic and natural. How do the layers work in trueSpace? I load the texture layer in the color channel and the bump map in the bump channel. And since the book is mostly matte, I have activated the most simple shader for reflectance which trueSpace offers. And as next layer I have this shiny layer where I control with the shininess mask I have made where the book will be shiny and where it won't. This reflection channel only works as a partial reflection. The color channel and the bump channel are unaffected. This is because I set the transmission to nothing. I make an artificial surrounding by building a wall right next to the book so you can see that the reflection have an effect onto the entire picture. This simple wall is just an object to show you an example of the reflection. I give this wall a bright color and reset the wall. If I render the picture now and you take a look at the result, you will easily see the difference between a simple texture and objects with more detailed work, like special maps for bumpiness or reflection. You see that the simple object is almost like it was before, while the detailed one looks very natural. And even the red on the wall changes the color within the reflection. Now we only have to assemble the components and build a whole scene. We have built the book, the wooden box, and the floor already. The floor also includes an already made alpha mask. You will find the completely rendered pictures in the HTML file and the scene files in the course folder.